to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So here, so in this paragraph, so firstly, so the Buddha has an idea or thought, so not to expound the Dhamma, and then the Brahma Sahambadi knows the Buddha's idea, so that is why he requests to the Buddha to expound the Dhamma. He requests the Buddha to expound the Dhamma. So those paragraphs, when the Buddha has such a thought not to expound the Dhamma, and so why the Brahma Sahambadi request to expound the Dhamma. So here, so the first paragraph is the Buddha's idea, Alaya, Rama, Kobana, and so on, Vihesa. So Abesu Bhagavan Dhamma, so Anechari yo Gatha yo, so Badi Bansu Bobe Asuda Boba, so Kechiname Adikadan, so Halandani Bakasido, and so on. Okay, and then so Bhagavado Badi Sanjekado Abosuka Daya Chedanamadi. In this way, the Buddha smiled, so bent to the little effort not to expound the Dhamma. Okay, and then in the next paragraph, so Ata Brahmanos Hambadesa Bhagavado Chidasa Chido Brividaka Minyaya Ida Hosi. So he knows the Buddha's thought. That is why he has such a thought, Nasadi Wada Lobo, and so on. After that, so request Desidu Bandi Bhagava, and so on. Okay, this stands Badur Hosi to the so our Kasu Chadicharam Marana Buddha, and then so Otei Vida Vujida Sangama and the Inyadara Bawisandi. So this stanza, these stanzas is about so a request or invitation to the Blessed One by the Brahma. And then so Ewan Wodi Bhagawa. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. May I have a few questions regarding the previous lecture first? So
okay.
yeah, so in the Tika, so yeah, maybe last week, two lectures ago, Sayadaw showed us long Tika, the two long Tika paragraph. I think it explained the verse se le yatha papata muktani tino and so on. And we have two long Tika paragraphs. And then, yes, so there is one sentence in there where it says, Kutika supana akichala matamewa panyayeya upchala bhavato.
Okay.
That's the, yes. So my question is about the word akichala mata. What kind of samasa is that, Sayadaw?
Abhijala Mata
Akijala Mata.
Agijala Mata. So Jadijara Bibod. So
it's right there, Yeah. So,
no,
Kutika Supana Akijala Mata.
Yeah. So Agijala Matas so Kamadara Samasa. So Mata is here just or merely. Agijala Matam Eva.
So it means just the mere flame of a fire?
Yeah, yeah. Would appear.
So what but matta, we have matta as feminine gender, right, Sayadaw?
Metta is neuter gender. Metta is neuter gender actually. So in the sense of male. So matta. So matta the by measure, not this sense, naked. Not this one. Proud of matta vedana. Measure quantity, right pressure. No, included here. Actually, so matta. It's intoxicated. Size of something. Either positive as much as so much some enough for vibhava. So just what is called. Matti as an adverb. Actually, matta is the neuter gender in this case. Madhu matta meva. Maybe matta just.
Yeah, I think a matta can be two genders, feminine and a neuter.
Okay. So here, feminine gender, matta. Matta is a measure of quantity or right measure of moderation. Yeah, matta also. But here instance, so matta is the synonym of the, eva and matta meva, just or merely in that sense.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it has to be in the due to gender because in this sentence is the subject.
Yeah. Matta,
yeah.
So agijala matta eva binyayeya, yeah.
Okay. All right, so and then the next question is also from that paragraph. It's the last sentence. So ye panakataka kalyana and so on. In fact, my question, yeah, I mean, it relates to the whole sentence actually. So we have ye, and then we have te, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then at the end we have so. What is that so? We have so eki viya.
Yeah. So Vinaya Piṭaka, it was a Durebi Tita, Abada Magachanti. So Baribaka Nyana Kata Nyaneki Daya, Samojala Bawa Do, Ulara Sandana Daya. So Ekiwiya, so Himawanda. So referring to the Egi, so Ekiwiya, that fire.
We have two viyas here, so that thing is like the fire and also like the mountain of snow.
So Ekiwiya, so Himawanda Babado, so we are ja. So, okay. So actually, so eki wiya, so himawanda babado wiya ja. So in this way, we can understand. So for example, so actually when someone, seeing that, here to example, Dakina Jala Basi, okay, the whole simile. So yatahi babada badi samanda mahanda kitta katawarate. So juduringa edi adasa babada mataki tasawa tatawa jakumana burimas olokeado. So newa kitta na kidara bali yo na kuti yo na data sayida manosa binyaye yo binyaye ya ujula bawa dosandi tukha ya data kadasa ye. That's to Awadare, Lisina. Nabata Nake Chandi, Nake in a Notula Bawa Doja, Red Kinawia. Jibana, so Kada Kalea na Winia Bokola did as a Durebi Tida Abara Maga Chandi, Beribagana. So Ekiwia Himawanda Baduya. So this one is actually two simile. So we are just like that fire, or so himawanda babado we are just like that. So a snow mountain. So based on the next reference to the sando bakasendi. So himawando babado asandita nade sandi. So red day keda yatasara. So based on, even though that, so those beings who already have done good deeds or fulfilled parami, even though they are so very far from the blessed one, so they can appear so in the mind of, in the knowledge, in the eye of the Buddha's wisdom, like the as the snow mountain Himawanda. So even though very afar, so it can be seen. And so that fire also, that fire here, so ekiwia, that fire in the previous simile. So in previous simile, so in the darkness, only a flame of that fire we can see because of darkness. And then, so Himawanda Babado Wiyaja is related to the next the reference word. So Dure Sando Bakasendi Himawando Babado.
So does that mean that that's so aki? So aki refers to the word that I asked earlier, aki jala mata.
Yeah. So Radde Eki, Jali Yo, that Eki.
Okay. And so that so is connected to the aki. It not refer to anything in this sentence.
No, just Eki.
Okay. I see. Okay. Otherwise, because we have yete here and I have no idea what so is. I don't know what it refer to. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay.
And then the next question is in the sutta, in the sutta from last time, is the word, well, it's the sentence, Titika lara nen hissa tang inang hoti. Well, sorry, it's in the Tika as well, I think. It's in the Tika, but from the previous lecture. Titika karanen hissa.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and then no Yobana Brizang hit the okay.
So we are going to divide that word as Titekakaranang hi asa, right, Sayadaw?
Yes.
And then so it's going to be Titekakaranang hi asa tang inang hoti. So how should we translate that sentence, Sayadaw?
So Dideka Karana Dan Ina. So Dideka Karana is modified to the Dan Ina. So that debt, so which is cause for a patient or bear.
Asa refers to what, Sayadaw?
As to him. So who need to be paid debt?
So
Who
it means,
take? Yeah.
so it means the cause of that endurance is that debt to him.
Dideka Karana.
Yes, it's the cause of that endurance.
Yeah. Right.
Is that debt to him.
So because of that debt, so he need to be patient. So he can react. He could not react. Even though he is blamed, he is coded. So he is, beaten by the other one. So he cannot react. So he need to be patient because of that debt.
So his karana is the cause, right?
Yeah.
Cause of that endurance is the debt to him. That debt to him is
so that debt is the cause of endurance for him.
Okay, I see. Okay. All right, thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay.
And then two more questions from the Atthakatha. Now it's in Atthakatha. Yeah. So where the explanation of the word amatassa dwara. Amatassa dwara. I think it's in the yeah, amatassa dwara. So the explanation is amatassa nippanassa dwara bhutang ariyamagga. So the question is, what is the word bhuta? What is the function of the word bhuta here?
So actually in Pāļi, so commonly in this way, so to express the simile or so comparing thing, so we use the just Buddha or Sankhata. So Dwara Sankhata Ariya Megan or Dwara Buddha Ariya Megan in this way. The meaning of Buddha is just witches. But that is.
I see. So it's similar to Sankhara. Okay.
Yeah. Sankhata.
Oh yeah, Sankhara. Okay. And then yes, and then the next one, the explanation of the Sunanta is right there. Sunanta Dhamma. And then so the explanation is the ime satta yara dimala nang appa wato. So this source subject is similar to hetu, right? So it's ablative in the sense of reason.
Ablative is a reason, right?
So we can say that the abhava hetu, right?
Yeah, abhava hetu, abhava karana, abhava karana.
Okay. All right, thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. So, so the Buddha has thought the idea not to expound the Dhamma. So the Brahmin request, and then so after request of the Brahma, so the Blessed One replied. So even what day when it is said in this way by the Brahma, the Sahambati, so Bhagawa, so Brahmana, so Sahambati Ida Davoja. So those are replied to the Sahambati Brahma. Okay, so Mayambi call Brahme Ida Davoja Adigado Komya. That is the same paragraph in the previous line. So here also. In the previous line. Samadhima Sutta Bhagava Abba. So a Buddha body, Adikado Komyayan Damo, Gambiro Dota so, Pāḷi Rasa, and then we are going to need orders. So Adikado Komyayan Damo, Gambiro Dota so. Okay, so Mayambi called Meshambi called Brahmani Ida the Hosi. Okay, so only this line is different. So Eode Bhagawa Brahmana Sahambade Ida Dawoja. So when it is said, it is reported, when it is reported by the Brahma, so Bhagawa Brahmana Sahambade Ida Awoja. So the Blessed One, so said this to the somebody Brahma. Okay, so the speech of the Buddha is here. Mayambi called Brahmani Ida the Hosi. So this idea also would occur to me, the Blessed One, and the Adikado Komeyan Damo Gambiro Dutta so and so on. So exactly the same as the former one. So Sa, Mamasa, Vihesa, and the so Kechiname Adikada and the Namokhandina Ahuda. That is replying. So firstly, the Buddha has thought. Secondly, the Buddha speaks out his thought to the Brahma. Okay, so that is right. Idiha me Brahme Badisankado Abasuka Sheda Namadi no Dhamma Disanaya. So the Buddha has this thought. So reply, and then so after the replying by the Blessed One, so do the be called Brahmana Samadi Bhagavana Ida Dawoja. So Desidu me Bandi Bhagawa, Desidu, and so on. So this the same paragraph Oti Bhagawa Vida and the Inyadaro Boy Sandi. So he requests second time with the same speech. Okay, and then so do the Yambi, so second time, the Buddha also replying to the Brahma, so Mayambi called Brahmana Ida the Hosi, and to the Idihami Dhamma Disanayati. Okay, and so that time, that the Yambi Brahma, somebody called, somebody Bhagavanda, Ida Dawoja, Desidu Bandi Bhagawa, and the Inyadaro Boy Sandi. So the same speech at that time. So, and after, so that time request by the Brahma Sahambadi. So the Buddha's thought this line. So 9 paragraph. Okay, we will continue this one. Atako Bhagawa Brahmamuno Ja. So it is an Videtawa Sadesu Karunyata Badeja. So Buddha Chekuna Lokan Wolo Kesi. Okay, so Atako then means so after that time request. So Bhagawa, so Brahmamuno Ja it is an Videtawa. So 2 Jaram. Okay, so Brahmamuno Ja it is an Videtawa. And then second Jaram is Sade Chuja Karunyata Badeja. Okay, so 2 Jaram, that is right here, Ja. Ja it is an Ja Karunyata. So because of request of the Brahmin, or because of the being compassionate on beings. Okay, so we did the was Jaran, and instead this Sukarunya the Badeja. So Badeja is actually Jaran form of the Bijeti Bati 80. But so actually Bijeti Bati 80 may go beyond or go over or something, but in Jaran form, Badeja is, with reference to or on account of, in this way we translate. In the Buddha Chekuna, with the eye, with the Buddha's eye, Lokan, Wolo Kesi. So look over or look on, look at. So Wolo Kesi is so we prefix, our prefix, root is law. Okay, so we prefix immediately after the what I will write down. with our, and so root is log. A and the past tense that was singular E. Okay, so who have translated this line?
So Sarah, I will translate.
Okay.
So Athako Bhagawa Brahmunoja Aje Sanang Veditava Sate Suja Kanunyakang Patija Utaja Kunan Lokang Vologesi. Then the last one, ascertained the invitation, and out of compassion for the beings, he examined the world with the eyes of the Buddha.
Okay. Vologesi is examine also. Okay. Ologayati. So, and then, so Adasako Bhagawa Buddha Jakuna Lokan, so Wolokendo said the about, so Abba Rajeki, Maharajeki, and the Dekendri, Mudindri, and the Swagari, Dwagari, Suwinyabaye, Duwinyabaye, the so Abbe Kichi, Baraloka Waja Baya Dasa Wini, Wiharandi, or Abbe Kichi. Not baraloka, so waja baya dasa wini wiharande. Okay, so there's one line. So adasa, also around heyatani, past tense heyatani, or perfect or something, but not perfect sense. So commonly, even though grammatically we say so perfect or imperfect. So just past tense we use. So, okay, that is buff. So Bhagawa. So the blessed one, why? So examine or investigate. So he saw, the blessed one saw with the eye, Buddha Jakuna. So why? Logan or logan do. So present participle, logan do, logan do. Okay, so when he examined the world, so he saw the world with the eye, or he saw so beings. So Sadi is the object of the adasa. So adasa. Okay. So here, so before going the meaning, so adasa is so derived from the root, these. Okay, sign R or but R, by termination R. So how it can be formed, adasa. So past tense, that is when before the root R is inserted. So just adisa form. So that root this is so related to the so drish, Sanskrit root, so drish. So as you all know, this root vowel so can present a, e, u, or r or rar. So in the root, commonly, that root, so that this, so sometimes, darash or das in Pāļi, or sometimes, das, ras in this way. In this form, actually, so it appears as a, dras. So dara are assimilated as a dada. That is why here adda. Okay, and the sa and the adasa. Adasa. Okay, so its object is here set day. It's a set day. So examine the word, the Blessed One saw beings with the eye of the Buddha, Buddha Chekuna. So this set day object modified by the Abba Rajeke, Maharajeke. So two kinds of beings. He saw, the Blessed One saw two kinds of beings. So, okay, Abba Rajeka. So who has little dust in their eye? Or Maharajeke, who has so much dust, too much dust in their eye? So two kinds. Okay, so actually, so Abba Rajeke Sati, Maharajeke Sati. So in this way we can understand. And also another two kinds is Dekendari is Sati, Mudendari is Sati. So beings whose faculties are sharpened or whose faculties are dull. And the so Swakari Sati, Dwakari Sati. So who has good condition? So Agaram here, condition or state. So who has good condition, who has bad condition, Dwakari. And the so Su Wenya Baye, Do Wenya Baye, Su Wenya Baye Sati, Do Wenya Baye Sati. So who can be you know taught easily? Who can be taught easily? So who is easy, difficult to teach? So Wenyabaye. Do Wenyabaye, who is difficult to, who is easy to teach and who is difficult to teach? So Wenyabaye, do Wenyabaye. So Wenyabaya means cause to know, that means teach. And then, so Abhikiti Sati, Baraloka Dasawine, Viharante. So Baraloka and the Vajja, Daya Dasawine. So Dasawine, Dasawin. So who sees Dasawin? So, okay. Baralokan. Ja. And the so Vajjanja Yato. So that's we need in this way we can divide. So Paralokanja Vajjanja Bayado that's how we need. So that's how we need derived from the the same root D's and the agent suffix R wing. Agent suffix R wing. Here also this is related to the drish. But in this case, so that drish became changed to the dars. So that is a rasa became the sasa as a double consonant. So that's how we name. Are we? So it just happens. Who sees? Who regards? So who regards the future word or next word and the vajja, the fault. So who regard next word and the the fault. So as a danger, as a danger. So that's how we name. Okay, but here that's how we name. It's an accusative case, plural, modified to the sati. And then we harandi. So who dwells and regards? Who dwells? So regarding. So next, the future world, future life, and the fault. So as a danger. And the abhikit, so nabra loka dasawine, so who dwells not regarding, so the future world or next life, and fault as a danger. Okay, so in this way, two kinds of being the Buddha saw. Why? So investigating or examine the world. Okay, so who will translate this line?
Okay, I'll try, Sayadaw.
Okay, welcome.
Attasako pakawa Buddha chakuna lokang wolokinto satte aparachakhe maharachakhe tekhendriye mudendriye sokare doakare suwenya paye duwenya paye appe kache paralo kawacha payadasa wine viharente appe kache na paraloka wachapaya dasan wine virahente. When examining the world with his Buddha's eye, the Buddha saw beings who have little dust in the wisdom eye, who have much dust in the wisdom eye, who have sharp faculties, who have dull faculties, who are of good condition, who are of bad condition, who are easy to instruct, who are difficult to instruct, who dwell seeing the other world and thought as danger, and who dwell not seeing the other world and thought as danger.
Okay, sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw. Sayadaw, I have a question about the word pralokawachapayadasa wine. What kind of samasa is that, Sayadaw?
So actually, so Baralokan and the word Jan is Dwanda Samasa. So Baralokan and the Dasam, so what Jan is a Dwanda Samasa. And then, so
Sayadaw, this is not Taprisa, Paraloka, and Vacha.
So Baraloka and Vajan is not that Buddhisa, Dwanda Samasa. So in commentary, you see. So commentary. So here, so ye bara lokanja wajanja bayado basanti de. Okay, so at the moment of the baraloka and the waja is Dwanda Samasa. But so baralokan bayado waja so dibra bahobihi. Dibra bahobihi. So baraloka wajan bayado. So that's our way. Baralo. No. Not dibra bahobihi. Even though ye and the day. So yeah, dibra bahobihi should be, yes. Dibra bahobihi.
But then what kind of bahubi, Sayadaw?
So one word we already seen that. So in the previous, where I could not remember. So dibra bahobihi, one word also we already seen that one. Raja Yetana Marisa Atamabi Eda Hosi Sayadaw Vinaya Vinaya Piṭaka. Also, Onida Bada Bane. You know, Dibra Bahobi. So, Onido Ba, Onido Bada Do Bani Yena di Onida Bada Bane. Like this one. So, Dibra Bahobi. So, Baraloka, Baraloka with Bayado, that's our winning. So, ye, Baraloka, Bayado, that's our winning day. So, Baraloka with a Bayado, that's our winning.
So does that mean that is the it's the Patama Bahubihi?
Yeah, right. Brahma Bahobihi. Libra Brahma Bahobihi. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. So here, so about all of these words are modifier. So here, Abba Raja K also modifying to the, set day. Okay. So Abba Raja. So Abba Raja, Abba Raja, Abba. So Raja K, Sandy the Abba Raja K. In commentary, so completely explain. It is, and so here, Benja Cheko mi Raga di Rajan Aban Yesan. So actually, so the word Eka is explained as here Cheku. So Benja Cheko mi Raga di Rajan. So that is Rajan Aban Yesan. So de Abba Rajaka. Dative or Jadoti Bobi Samasa. And the so Yesan Dam Mahanda. So dam referring to the so Ragadi Rajan. The Mahanda. Okay, the so mahāvaggapāḷi. So this one also actually we can understand the exactly. The Banja Chekomi Ragadi Rajan. So Mahandan Yesan. So Banja Chekomi Ragadi Rajan is referred by the dam. Okay, dam. And the so Abban replaced by the Mahanda. So that is why. So Banja Chekomi Ragadi Rajan. So Mahanda de Mahanda. So mahāvaggapāḷi. So Bhobi Samasa also dative or Jadoti. And the so they came the so Yesan Sada Dini Indriyani they kani de so Chati Bhobi Samasa whose faculty such as Sada etc. are sharpened. Okay. And the same way Mudu. So Yesan Dani Mudu ni de. Yesan Sadadini Indriyani Muduni de. So Mudin Dariya. The same way, Swakara. So Swakara is Su and the Akara, but Su explained by the Sondara. So Yesan Diyewa Sadadayo Akara Sondara. So whose conditions such as Sada etc. are good. So that is when those are Swakara. The same way, Yesan Diyewa Sadadayo Akara Asondara. That is the meaning of the do Asondara. Not good. So bad. So not good. Asondara. And the Ye Gatida Karana Sanlekendi Sukena Seka Honditi Wenya Bedon de. So Su Wenya Baya. So Katida Karana Sanle Kendi. Karana also here reason or fact. So which is taught. Sanle Kendi. They remember. Sukina Saka Hondi. Winya Beto. So easy to, they can understand. They are able to understand easily. That is when those are Suwenya Baya. So about the here, so Abarajeka, Mahārajeka, and the Dekendria, Mudindria, Swakara, Dwakara are easy to understand. But Suwenya Baya. So maybe Su and the Wenya Baya. Sukena Wenya Baya, Suwenya Baya. So Wenya Baya is what kind of word? What kind of word? So actually just so Wenya Bedi, Wenya Bayadi, just the base. So the Babe base. So Babe base could not be used in this way. So that is why that word is explained in the Burmese Nestia Basadiga. So actually it should be Su. So Wenya Pia. Su Wenya Pia. So that is derived from the okay, Su. Okay, Su is Sukha. And another one is so Wenya. So Wenya Bia. So we prefix. So Ru Janya. And the causative suffix Abe. So we have the Bababis Wenya Be. Okay. To the Wenya Be, we can add the future passive participle suffix ya. So before the ya, by adding, by inserting e. So in this way, it should be Su Wenya Be ya. So who should be taught easily? So Wenya Be me cause to know, that means teach. But Wenya Be who should be? So who can be taught? Who can be instructed easily? So Sukina Wenya Be Su Wenya Be. But every wherever. So in Pāļi, in commentary, in sub-commentary, only a word. So Su Wenya Be. So that is, should be understood. That should be understood as the future passive participle form, not the causative form Babe base. Just Wenya, not just Wenya Be. So actually Wenya Be, but maybe later it changed to the A. So in this way, Sayadaw suggests, give comment in his Nestia. Okay.
So, Sayadaw,
Mm-hmm.
that is just an observation. So usually this is usually we have when it's ended with an A, then we should keep it, right, Sayadaw? Should it be like Wenya Peya instead of Wenya Pia?
Yeah, Wenya Be also like the Neya or Janeya as a future past participle. Yeah.
Does that mean I see. Okay, so if it's a ya, then so double ya, then it's the Wenya Peya instead of Wenya Pia.
Yeah, Wenya Be or Wenya Be instead of the Wenya.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. So, so Baraloka, that's how we know. That's how we know. So in this example, so here Baraloka and Ja Wajanja, you see Ja Ja, that is when Baraloka and the Waja. So could be understood as a, Dwanda Samasa. Baraloka and Ja Wajanja, Baraloka Wajan. So, but so translation, in the translation, the scholar translated as a, so who regarded the next word as a danger and to be avoided. Who regarded the next word as a dangerous and to be avoided. So Waja, so scholar translated as a to be avoided. So, but in commentary, not that sense. So the next word or future life also actually a kind of suffering. So because it is, surrounded by the, so birth, aging, and the death. So that is why. So next one also should be, regarded as a danger. And the fourth, so even though, so we could not avoid the next word, so we have the gamma gamma formation, sankhara, so that is why we will have the next life. So at that time, so we should be, so the next life should be good for us, a kind of good condition for us. So that is why that goodness life is produced by the, good state, not bad state or fault. Or so fault here referring to the, like the akusala wajja or akusala gamma evil deed, baba gamma. So that evil deed also should be considered as a danger. So, but here, according to this translation, so Bralokan, so Baya Doja, Waja Doja, that's how we name. According to this translation. So Bralokan, Baya Doja, Waja Doja, that's how we name. That's how we know. So Braloka, so Waja Baya, that's how we know. So actually it should be so translated as according to his idea, scholar's idea. So Baralo, who regarded next word, so to be avoided, as to be avoided and as dangerous. In this order. But in commentary, not that sense, a little bit different. So in commentary, Baralokanja Wajanja Bayato. Okay.
So Sayadaw, like in the commentary, in this sense, can we see it's like generally we see the phrase like anumatesu vajesu vayatasavi in that sense?
Yes. Anumatesu vajesu vayatasavi, right. Okay. So, okay, let's continue next line. So next line is too long. So because simile. So Sayatabi Nama, for example, so Obali Niyawa, so Obali Niyawa, Brumi Niyawa, so boundary Niyawa. Okay, so they referring to the just, so lotus flowers, okay, Obali Niyawa. But located case in the Obla lotus flower or Bruma lotus flower or the Bondariga lotus flowers. It is so Abikitjani Obalani, so some lotus flower or some Obla lotus flower or Bruma lotus flower, Bondariga lotus flower. Okay. So udake jadani. So born in water. Udake sanwadani. So grown in water. And udaka nu. Udaka nokadani. Actually udaka anokadani. No. So has not risen up from water. Has not risen up from the water. So still under the water. That is why ando nimoga bosi ni. So self-mark inside water. Self-mark nimoga bosi ni. Self-mark inside water. Okay, that's one kind. And the abhikijani obalani wa brahmani wa bodhikani wa udake jadani udake sanwadani. That is the same paragraph. But samodakan titani. Samodakan titani. So exists. Titani exists. Samodakan. So udakena sama. So with the same level of water. With the same level of water. So actually samodakan is here. Bahubi, sorry, abhyai bhava samasa. So as an adverb. So udakena saman samodakan. So equally with the level of water. So equal level with the water, or equally. So equally to the level of water. Equally to the water level. So with the surface. Okay, so no, coming out from the water, but so touching to the surface. Touching to the surface of water. And the another one is so abhikijani obalani wa brahmani wa bodhikani wa udake jadani udake sanwadani. Okay, the same one. But another, so different one is so udakan ijogama titani. Udakan ijogama titani. Those lotus flower so exits coming out. Ijogama coming out from the water. Exits coming out from the water. The first one is inside the water. The second one is the same level with the water. Now that one is so come out from the water. Came out. Ijogama. Adi ogama. So rising out from the water. So how rising out from the water? So anobali dani udagena. Anobali dani udagena. So could not be touched with the water. That lotus flower not touched with the water. So free from the surface of water. Okay. So Ewa Mewa the same way. Or Bhagawa, Buddha Chekuna, Logan, Wologan, or others are about the Jeki and so on. So previous paragraph, the same one. We had a day. Okay. So here three kinds of, roughly we can understand three kinds of, lotus flower. So some, submerged in the water, inside water. Some, so touch to the surface of water. But some, so rising out of water, not touch to the water. Okay, so in this way, three kinds of, lotus flower. So comparing with the, so when we see the lotus pond, lotus lake, so we can see three kinds of water roughly, generally. So some lotus flower, submerged inside the water, or some, so touch to the level of water or surface of water, or some are, emerge from the water. Those lotus flower, so could not be free from the water, not touched by the water. So in this way, three kinds. So the same way, when the Blessed One see the world, so he saw those beings. So Abarajaki, Maharajaki, they can Mudindari, Swagari, Dwagari, and Suwenyabayi. So the world is compared by the lotus lake. Beings compared by the lotus flower. And Desawana having seen, so Brahmana, Sahambade, Kathaya, Bicha Basi, Becha Basi, so Badi Abasi, replying to the Brahma Sahambade, what stanza have been seen in this way. Okay, so roughly, next time we will learn in detail. Okay, now, so already 1 hour. So any question?
So Sayadaw, here, like the Siyathabhinama Upaniyam, that one we translate as a blue lotus pond. In the blue lotus pond.
Yeah, so lotus pond, so roughly, so openly niyan. So something, okay, so obala means flower, lotus flower. So openly ni yan, or openly ni actually. So in the commentary later when we learn in detail, now roughly I translate. So lotus pond.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, so no more question. So let's stop here by saying sadhu. Sadhu.
Thank you so much.
Sadhu,
Thank you,
sadhu.
Sayadaw.
Welcome.